give them prayer hands. Say what's up, America. Half of you should know me, right? Other half a replica.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Chicago Bulls and going and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Hey, we could be looking at a defensive stalemate on offenses. Kenny, how hard is it going to be to score for guys tonight?
Well, you're going to have to try to manufacture points because getting buckets in this is going to be not at a premium. You know, scoring in the half-court sets will be a challenge.
An off-kilter look at the iconic Golden Gate Bridge, a symbol of California and the San Francisco Bay Area. Welcome, everyone, to the Golden State, Oakland, California, the home of the Warriors as they prepare for an Eastern Conference opponent right here. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So the Bulls 5 right now. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Butler teamed with Dunleavy on the perimeter. And it's Rose in at the 1 spot. Now Dunleavy after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry.
And injuries once again were a central theme of the Bulls season last year. Losing Rose was one thing, but then having Jimmy Butler lose a lot of time put them in such a tough spot.
And Chicago has possession after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. And Thompson sends it back. Here's Curry with the 3, and he gets it to go. Curry's got his first 3 points of the game.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch it. How he plays the game from this seat.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. About a minute played so far here in the first. From deep three-point range, and another three for Golden State.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Butler on the way. Puts up a three. That doesn't go either for Butler.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
From deep. Gasol with the rebound.
And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range. Boy, after the first three misses, I thought they'd get one here, but they still can't connect.
Moving it up. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Green. 8 points for Steph Curry.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And here is Curry after Jimmy Butler made that last three-pointer. And really deep through that time. 11 points for Steph Curry. Well, you think about Stephen Curry, and your first thought is he's a remarkable three-point shooter. That's right. But he's not just a long-range threat.
Yeah, I see him as a shot maker, one of the league's top mid-range shooters off the pull-up, too, and he's a creative finisher. Floaters and backspin shots, English, high off the glass. Again, the best shot maker, I think, in the history of the game.
And it's Rose penetrating. That's good.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Curry. 11 points in the game. The quick look, no good that time.
And Curry, such a tremendous balance to his game. And he can square up on a dime to knock down shots. I mean, that's a focus also of his training. Doesn't do it with conventional pattern shooting drills. It's a lot of stuff to challenge his balance while he's on the move and shooting.
Green, no luck.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And here's Rose outside, and again it's the Bulls from deep.
Shaked and baked with the crossover move, and that's what freed him for the score.
And got him on the wrong foot and then just blew by him. And for Steph Curry, to me, that balance is remarkable. I mean, it used to be customary beyond the arc to range two, but Curry has introduced that more efficient sidestep for the wide open three.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Spates checked in for Golden State. Livingston comes in for Curry. Joakim Noah is checked in for Chicago. Mirotic comes in for Taj Gibson. Pass to Livingston. Golden State moving it around. Spates and stolen by Mirotic. And they're running. And it's Butler with the jam.
Oh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Now Rose following the miss by Draymond Green from deep. Dunleavy for three. Offensive rebound, Butler. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game. Free throw, good Butler.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Azili's checked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Barbosa in for Klay Thompson. Here is Livingston. From deep three-point range, rebound by Butler. And Jimmy Butler had the career highs across the board last season. Won the Most Improved Player of the Year award. Really picking up his production in his 4th season.
You know, we had seen the flashes of potential in Butler before. Last season, he sustained great play and really took everything to the next level.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Warriors.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Kicks it to Iguodala. From deep. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Butler's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. He feeds it to Brooks. And here is Mirotic. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Ezeli. Chicago grabs the miss. Here's Butler. It's blocked. Iguodala's drive. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side outs for them, the way they've swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah, or handball.
Like that. Or handball
either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
Livingston is out there with Ian Clark. Then it's Rush. Then there's Festus Ezeli. And it's Iguodala in at the 4-man position. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. McDermott kicks to Moore. It's rebounded by Livingston.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
Here's Ezeli. He hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure will change.
And a sturdy little screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor. Spacing.
It was one of the best ever.
And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Curry wide open. The long distance three is buried. Curry's got 17.
You have got to make some kind of a defensive adjustment here. He is just lighting them up from beyond.
Greg, I don't know what else they can do. I mean, even when they've closed out on him, he's still been knocking them down.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. He told Gasol that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. The other thing he stressed was the need to be disciplined on offense. He asked for good ball movement and good shot selection. Well, Coach not wasting any time in tweaking the game plan. We'll see if it makes a difference as we approach halftime, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Rose goes in, out to the right wing. Dishes it to Mirotic. Off target from outside. The Warriors have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Curry's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And guys, last season, Klay Thompson made his first All-Star trip overall. Clark, his game took a huge leap forward.
Hey, I agree with you, Kevin. And a big reason for that, I think, was his spot on Team USA. Playing the way he did and with that group really lifted his confidence.
Excellent point.
And Thompson last season set the record for most points ever in a quarter with 37. Made all 13 shots and 2 free throws and finished the game with 52 points.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up. And Thompson making all 9 of his three-pointers in that game. I mean, that was also a record. The most three-pointers in a quarter.
Look at that shot! How did that go in? Oh! Butler dishes to Noah. Back to Butler. He kicks to Mirotic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. 1:41 left to play here in the second quarter. Bulls trail by 4. Right side, Butler pulls up from the corner. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 5 assists in the game. Golden State's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Well, Chicago has gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Butler passes to Noah, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And you look at Joakim Noah, I mean, one of those hybrid talents. As a center, he gives you the rebounding, the shot blocking you want, but then he also has tremendous passing skills and instincts, and the energy of a mountain lion.
And going back to Joakim Noah, he really is a hybrid. He holds American, Swedish, and French citizenships. He's truly a man of the world, and he's worldly on the floor. He can guard and play a lot of different positions.
And Kevin, he looks like a man of the world. He has a unique style unto himself, but I'll take the versatility and the hustle he brings on my team any day. If he's healthy, he's a factor.
Brooks outside. McDermott, no one around him. The three-pointer is right on target. McDermott's got 8 points.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
And rush kicks to Iguodala. Gibson with the steal. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Now here's McDermott. D right on him. Can't hit the free throw line jump.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And here's Iguodala outside. It's hauled in by Noah. Brooks. And we're through the...
Guys, I'm here with Stephen Curry. And Steph, Coach made a point of stating how important the physical presence would be in this game. How important is that going to be for the team in the second half?
That's a big deal. I mean, just being physical and, make the right plays, and then hopefully put ourselves in good position to win.
You've got to match that opponent's intensity, Steph. Thanks for the time. Guys?
Thank you for the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They never got too far behind as their largest deficit in the period was 8. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle. And that's it for halftime as the second half is just...
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
So for Chicago right now, Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. And it's Dunleavy in at the 3 spot.
Guys, the Bulls defense was as stout as ever last season. A big part of that is they have guys that challenge you inside and at the rim. Even off the bench, all of their bigs are mobile and protect the basket.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Curry with another miss. The Bulls leading by 7. And there's the feed to Rose. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Rose has got 9.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless.
Oh! Come on. How did he hit that shot?
I don't believe what I just saw right there.
Here's Butler. And off the front iron, and in it goes. 13 points in the game.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Curry. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Bulls have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. For 3, Dunleavy. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. And now an 11-point Bulls lead.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor nicely up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
He's simply the mark of consistency. We know he's in his mid-30s, but you know exactly what you're going to get out of him every season. I think Tom Thibodeau, last year's Chicago coach, really admired that and loved it.
It's so funny watching Mike.
Oh!
How about that, Kevin?
What range on that shot?
Unbelievable.
It's amazing. Chicago calls timeout.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor nicely up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us, and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
Mirotic gets the bucket.
You can tell they're much more comfortable here. They look at ease. It seems like it took them the entire half before they finally shook the cobwebs. They came out sluggish and didn't shoot it well in the first half at all. And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much he got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
From deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. Curry's got 34 points.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc. And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Harden. Relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the season he had, leading his team to 67 wins last year.
Rose, no good.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Not that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to just 4. for the bucket from Stephen Curry.
Oh, man, what a shot. He hit that from another time zone.